What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Your guys' support on the Pistons video was absolutely extraordinary, so I want to thank you guys for that. And we're just going to continue to churn these realistic rebuilds until we get into my off-season prediction rebuilds when teams start to fall out of the playoff picture, when team seasons are over. You guys who have been on the channel for a while, I've done it for the last 2 years. That series always gets amazing support. Everyone usually loves it. I mean, there's always those controversial comments of people hating what I'm doing, but obviously everybody likes to watch them, so can't wait to get into those after we do these realistic rebuilds. We might mix them in together, we'll see, I don't know, but obviously I gotta make my face cam smaller real quick. And today I have no clue how I'm going to do this team. I think this team goes as far as Greg Popovich goes. Like, if Greg Popovich wants to stay, then I think this team stays competitive. But if Greg Popovich wants to retire, I could see a potential where where they start to think, you know what, guys, maybe it's time to do a rebuild or whatever, you know. But believe it or not, the Spurs did just miss the playoffs. I didn't show that because it wasn't important, because like I said, we weren't going to win the championship anyway. So here are the player stats. DeRozan at 21 points per game, Aldridge with 20. So basically we do this one of two ways. We can build around DeRozan and Aldridge still, or we could try to trade one or the other and go with a whole new direction of the team. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but we're gonna go into this offseason and find out. So player retirements, we got Dirk, Vince Carter retiring, Jamal Crawford, Tyson Chandler, Udonis Haslem, Devin Harris, David West. I could have swore you always used to be able to see staff retirement too, but not seeing that here. So maybe, I don't know if Greg Popovich retired or not, but we'll see. And then we are going to have the 14th pick in the lottery, so that's pretty good. Staff signing, head coach Greg Popovich is still there. Obviously, we don't want to see him on a whole new team, and I don't think Greg Popovich would ever go to a whole new team. So obviously, we got to bring the man back. I mean, that's just obvious. So this team is still competitive, so that's what's going to happen. So that's how I'm going to rebuild the team today. So with a competitive spirit, 14th pick and the 29th pick. So it's almost like rebuilding while staying competitive. We've seen a couple teams do it, and obviously we're going to try to do that today as well. So let's use the lottery picks, because I know how Greg Popovich can turn late round first round picks into something very special. PJ Washington, Nazarian Reed, Bruno Fernando. I know this guy's pretty good, so I'm actually might take him. I don't know how to pronounce his name or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and take him from Gonzaga. And then let's send to the 29th pick, see what we get from there, and then we should be good. Kobe White. We have point guards, though. Isaiah Roby, Ty Jerome, Jalen McDaniels. I'm going to go with Jalen McDaniels. Jalen McDaniels from San Diego State. We're done. All right, so we came out of the draft with Jalen McDaniels and this guy. So I'm not going to say his name throughout the video, unfortunately. Derek White, DeJounte Murray, and Jakob Poeltl. Yes, we want to accept all these. DeJounte Murray could be a big success factor whenever he does come back. So it just depends what the Spurs doing nowadays, man. So now we get into the offseason. 27 mil and 26 mil is going towards DeRozan and Aldridge, which isn't terrible by any means, but of course, you know, it could be worse. Like, it could be 40 million and 30 million, you know what I mean? So it's not the worst thing in the world, but other than that, we kind of have a filled out roster, and I'm not sure we're going to even have any money. Negative 2 million in cap space. But let's see what we can get out here. So Quincy Pondexter, Dante Cunningham, and then we got to decide whether we want to bring back Rudy Gay, and we got 5 mil in dead cap. So one thing I do want to try to do is trade 30-year-old Patty Mills. I just think his time on this team is done. He's been here for a while, and he's kind of that Tony Parker, part of that Tony Parker, you know, Manu Ginobili era and all that. I want to get rid of him, free up some money. So if someone is willing to take him, I'll attach a second-round pick. That would be great. So let's see what's out there. Etwan Moore, Anthony Melton in a first rounder, Gorgie Dang, Myers Leonard, Warriors. I could definitely see the Warriors taking Patty Mills. Now for first round picks, no. So I'm going to deal Patty Mills. Actually, if I'm Greg Popovich, I would probably try to deal him somewhere else. So Philadelphia makes sense as well. They're going to give us James Ennis and Jonah Bolden. I don't see them trading us Jonah Bolden. 2 second-round picks so they take on Patty Mills' large contract. We take James Ennis and they get 2 second-rounders out of it. So very realistic trade if you ask me. So we're going to do that trade. So Patty Mills' contract is finally out of here. So now we have, once we release his trade exception, we have -3.87 and less 5. Right now it's Rudy Gay, which I'm not sure what I want to do with Rudy Gay yet. So now when I look at the roster, we have Derek White, DeJounte Murray, Bryn Forbes, Marco Bellinelli, Lonnie Walker the fourth. Yes, fourth. Okay. Bellinelli, Bryn Forbes, Lonnie Walker, DeRozan, and this guy, James Ennis, Davis Bertans, Joe McDaniels, Aldridge is playing center, and Jakob Poeltl. So not too shabby at all. Not too shabby. So I think I'd rather have Aldridge playing his natural position. That's where he usually plays. So Aldridge, power forward. Bertans will back him up, and this guy will head to the G League. Jakob Poeltl is our starting center right now. Small forward would be, I don't know, man. So I want DeRozan playing his shooting guard position. Yeah, he stays decent at 87, so we'll keep him there. We could have Bryn Forbes or Lonnie Walker start. Derek White and DeJounte Murray are great as my point guards. I like that a lot. And then shooting guards, we'll have to figure out from there who gets worse or what. Lonnie Walker could head to the G League again. I don't know. This guy might head to the G League. So we're going to go ahead and focus on getting a center this offseason. So there's not going to be a whole lot done this offseason. I don't know. Pau Gasol, obviously that didn't work out the first time. Kenneth Faried. Nerlens Noel, I think we need like a shot blocking center or something like that. If we can get one. I don't even know how much money we really have. So let's see. We have about 8 mil to offer. Looks like 9 mil, close to 9 mil. I don't know if I renounce Rudy Gay, would that change anything? But we got Enes Kanter, Dwight Howard, Willie Cauley-Stein, JaVale McGee, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, and Faried, Nerlens Noel, Ed Davis, Marcin Gortat. I know Jakob Poeltl could be my starting center if I wanted him to be, but Deadman as well. Boban. I'm gonna sign Deadman for a year or two. I'll sign yet. Yeah, I'll sign Deadman for a year or two. And then we can get Dwayne Dedman. I still don't know if I want to bring back Rudy Gay or not. We will, just for... Never mind. He's already gone. So, unless if he's still out here. Yes, he is. Okay. Do we have bird rights on him? I hope we do, because I want to sign Rudy Gay to a very tradable contract, hopefully. Important. He's loyal. So, Rudy Gay... I guess Rudy Gay was playing power forward. I didn't know that. So, let's go 14.25 mil, 2 seasons. Let's see if he takes this. Dwayne Dedman and Rudy Gay. If we can get both these guys, that'd be great. So, now, we got DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Bryn Forbes, Marco Bellinelli, and then Rudy Gay. I want to move him back to his natural position at small forward. That way, we can send... This guy, Rudy Gay, will come off the bench and be a 6-man, 85 overall. DeRozan and Rudy Gay. And then this guy's going to head to the G League. So this season is just going to be a little bit about just progressing, getting better, just, you know, playing it out. So we kind of stayed competitive while getting some young assets on this team. Not a whole lot left more money to use. I know this free agency is the one where you're going to want to get everybody, but we didn't have a lot of money to our exposure. And we're just going to see how this team does. So, not a bad-looking team, if you ask me. 2 of our players are going to head to the G League and progress a little bit. DeRozan, Rudy Gay is an 83 overall now. So, not too shabby, not at all. DeJounte Murray. Bellinelli goes down to 4. Goes down 4. So, I don't know. We'll see what we want to do with that. But, I really like this team for sure. So, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next season. See how this season goes. If we get another lottery pick, I won't complain. But if we make the playoffs, I won't complain either. So, we got time. That's for sure. So, I'll be right back. Here are the player stats at the end of the season. We got LaMarcus Aldridge averaging around 21 points per game. DeRozan still had 19. We got Rudy Gay with 15 off the bench. Not bad at all. Lonnie Walker had about 10. Javonte Murray with 9 and... about 6, which isn't terrible by any means, but Jakob Poeltl with 7 and 7. Derek White with 7 and 4 off the 8 and 4 off the bench. So, you know, not too bad at all. So this roster should only get better. Aldridge and DeRozan, don't get me wrong, will go down in overall most likely, but it's all right. We don't know how well Aldridge and DeRozan will digress in real life. So we are the 5th seed. If we are facing Kevin Durant and all of them, then we're done. Yeah, we're probably done here. I don't think. The only thing they don't have is DeMarcus Cousins, but they did resign JaVale McGee. I don't expect us to get past the Golden State Warriors. We were probably done in the first round, so it was a nice run, I guess. 2-0. We do win 1 game at least. Can we win 2 games at least? No, we get eliminated 5, which I'm not shocked whatsoever. Really, man, like, that sucks. So, now when I go into the offseason, I do, as a Spurs GM, you got to think about it. You got to think, maybe it's time to trade Aldridge, DeRozan, maybe one of those guys needs to go. It is time to possibly think about it because, I mean, DeRozan and Aldridge are not going to get any younger. You got to see maybe who would be interested in them, maybe. I don't know if there would be any team interested in a 35-year-old LaMarcus Aldridge getting that much money, but we'll have to look and see, obviously. But let's go straight to league meetings, and let's try to get something done in this offseason. So we're a pretty good team. We're going to have 23rd pick in the draft, so we can use that maybe to dangle potentially head scout. Who was my head scout last time? I'm going to go with this guy, though. Try to get him. All right, we get Elijah. So that should be good. And then for the NBA draft, like I said, we have the 23rd pick. Aldridge, does he have a player option right now or what? Or he didn't retire, did he? No. He a free agent? Oh, he has a team option. Whoa. Think about that. Rosen has a player option. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize that we were going to get this far in, like, so maybe it is time to start the rebuild process. So, we may not make the playoffs in this last season because if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think this could be the demise of the Spurs right here. This offseason right here could be it, depending on what DeRozan wants to do, depending if they want to resign Aldridge. Personally, I don't think I'm going to unless if he is going to take like $13 million a year or something like that, which I don't see happening. So, potentially we are dealing with, yeah, so we got a draft here, I think. I think that's what you got to do here. The 23rd pick, you're starting to rebuild now, almost to a rebuilding stage. So, we got Tyler Maxey, Zach Norvell Jr., Devin Dotson, Jalen Smith, or we have enough forwards. I guess you can never have enough forwards. So I'll go with Jalen Smith because that one sounds the most familiar out of Maryland. So let's do that. Jalen McDaniel or Jaden McDaniel. Yeah, Jalen Smith, not bad, 6'10". I'll take him. Player options: Aldridge. I'm going to decline him personally. DeRozan, he accepts. And then Chizmetu, 23. I'll go ahead and bring him back, I guess. Maybe he is a important part. So Aldridge has been renounced. Javonte Murray, and yeah, we also got to worry about signing these two potentially, who are young. Let's see how much money Aldridge wants, and then we'll see what we want to do. 26.32 mil for a 35-year-old LaMarcus Aldridge. I just don't think personally I can do that. I don't think the Spurs will be able to do that either. So I am going to personally renounce him. Aldridge will not be back on the roster. So Aldridge, sorry man, it's been good. Marco Bellinelli, I don't think I'll bring you back either. And I want to bring back the rest of these guys potentially. So we'll see what we got to do. But when we look at the roster right now, we got Derek White, Lonnie Walker still, obviously. DeRozan might be out the door as well. 30 years old. It's not terrible age. Rudy Gay and DeRozan might be out the door. We'll see. Because I want to get some playing time to this guy and this guy as well. We want our forwards getting some more minutes. So let's try to find a potential suitor for DeMar DeRozan. Let's see what's out there. I think it is time to trade DeMar DeRozan. So we could trade him to the Sixers for Tobias Harris. Just don't think that's a very fair trade. If I can get, he's only on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, I don't think the Spurs don't have the leverage. So think about that when I get whatever I get in return. Because when it is a potentially a rental, you never know. But we all know DeMar DeRozan can be very loyal. So we got to keep that in mind as well. Mitch Robinson and Frank Ntilikina. Now, this actually is a pretty decent deal. I'm not going to lie. Frank Ntilikina, we could progress him. I think Greg Popovich could turn him into something and then New York gets an all-star if they don't already have one. So I could see that happening, which I might actually do that trade. Miles Turner, Mirotic, and Will Barton, Jarrett Allen. I think I like that last trade that I got. Drew Holiday, Andrew Wiggins, CJ McCollum. So yes, I think this is a good trade for us. Frank Ntilikina has not been doing well on the Knicks. Mitch Robinson, yeah, I think the Knicks could regret trading him, but I will definitely take him as my starting center for sure. DeRozan, it's been great, but 1-year deal, and the Knicks finally get an all-star in Madison Square Garden. Probably a one-stop, and the Knicks really aren't losing much. I mean, Frank Ntilikina is not a big deal for them. Mitch Robinson could be because he has a nice shot blocker and all, but I like this trade a lot. I think it's realistic. Like I said, DeMar DeRozan's on a 1-year deal, so you can't get a whole lot in return for a guy on a 1-year deal. Maybe I could get a second-round pick if that will make anyone feel better. Let's try it. They want to swap seconds. They'll give us Deontay Davis. I'm just going to go with the original trade that they had. So I'm going to do this. I like it a lot. I think it gives us some money relief as well. And you two young players. Can you imagine what Greg Popovich can turn Frank Ntilikina into? I can't even imagine. So, and then it depends how much money. And then DeJounte Murray is a free agent as well. And I don't know how much money that guy wants. 20. Oh, holy crap, dude. I don't know if I can do that. I think I'd rather pay Derek White that much money. I don't know. How old is DeJounte Murray? He is 23. Oh, man. Let me know, Spurs fans. Would you guys pay DeJounte Murray $26 million? Unless if he progresses into something really good. I don't know if I could do that. But Jakob Poeltl, I don't think we have to worry about bringing... Well, we could worry about bringing him back, I guess. Javonte... I don't know, man. I don't think I can do that. So I'm going to renounce DeJounte Murray. Bryn Forbes, I definitely want to bring back. Bertans, I'm going to renounce him as well. Jakob Poeltl, renounce him. Forbes, I want to bring back. So now I look at the... Rudy Gay is here as well. I got to forget about him. So Derek White, Frank Ntilikina, Lonnie Walker, and Rudy Gay. Rui Hashimura. Something like that. I don't know. Jalen McDaniels. So the spacing on our floor, low-key, is not going to be that bad. These guys can space the floor. So those are probably going to be our starters. Mitchell Robinson and Dedmon will be our centers. That's fine with me. Rudy Gay, like I said, we could keep him or we could trade him. I think I'm going to opt into trading him, get something for him while he's on under contract with us. So let's see what we can get for Rudy Gay. Bobby Portis at center. Actually, this isn't a bad trade from the Sixers. And his cancer. I think anybody would take Rudy Gay off the bench. So I think we can go out there and get free with what we want. Kelly Olynyk, Rudy Gobert, DeMar DeRozan from the Knicks, Josh Hart, Maurice Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, Miles Turner, and Alfred Payton. I don't see the Pacers trading Miles Turner with the way he's been playing. Luke Kennard and this guy, Mikal Bridges from the Suns. I would definitely take Mikal Bridges. Rocco, 29 years old. Kind of, kind of like Rocco. Kind of like him. JJ Redick as well. So our small forward, we're gonna already have a starting small forward. So let's try to at least get like a guy like I could see the Bucks getting Rudy Gay. If we can like somehow get like a second for Rudy Gay, like maybe even a first, like a late first. Get a late first for Rudy Gay because I think that's like a good return. So like maybe to a contending team like the Celtics potentially. They can't take him. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to the Bucks. If we can get like a future first rounder for Rudy Gay, I think that's a good return. So I think that's a good return. A future first rounder for Rudy Gay, I'll do that. No problem. Salary cap table 71.40 mil now. So I mean, I guess we could bring back DeJounte Murray. Frank Ntilikina. We'll see what we want to do with him eventually. We could turn him into small forward. I know he goes up. Or no, he doesn't. He goes up at shooting guard. So I'm going to leave him at the point guard. Small forward. Dwayne Dedmon. Our center position is fine, I think. I don't think I'm going to mess with the center. Power forward. We could get a backup power forward. I think since I have all the money in the world, I think it makes sense to bring back DeJounte Murray. But let me know what you guys think. Would you give this much money to DeJounte Murray? Let me know. I'll do it since I have all the money in the world, but I don't feel very comfortable with it. So let me know, Spurs fans, or just people in general. Let me know what you guys think about that. So I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it. Definitely. So We could get Siakam as well. What else could we get? Karis LeVert, Jaylen Brown as well. We could go get Dario Saric. What do we really need? So we're gonna get DeJounte Murray back to point guard position. Will be fine. We really have a starter everywhere if we really wanted to. We could just kind of get some plug and plays like backups. So DeJounte Murray will be great. We can go get Dylan Brooks, Bryn Forbes for sure. We definitely want to bring this guy back. Let's make sure we get Bryn Forbes back. I forgot about him. And then power forwards. Let's try to get a backup power forward. Davis Bertans, I'll take him. Let's get Davis Bertans back off the bench. Yeah, let's get all three of these guys back. I think that'd be great. So Aldridge, like I said, it's just a little too much money in my opinion. So I'm gonna sign all three of those guys. Make sure we get all them back, and that way we can kind of focus on other stuff. So whoops, free agency day 1 of 12. So now when we look at the roster, we got DeJounte Murray, Derek White, Frank Ntilikina, Lonnie Walker, Bryn Forbes, we got Jaden McDaniels. And so we could use a backup shooting guard, or not a backup shooting guard, a backup small forward. And I think everything would just be Gucci. 43.88 mil. We could go out there and get Taurean Prince. I think would fit well on this team, and one of these guys would for sure. So Juancho, Troy Brown Jr. Wow, 17 million a year. You are absolutely insane. Paul Zipser, Gerald Green, Stanley Johnson, Will Harkless. I'm gonna go with Taurean Prince if we can get him. He's not bad. I would like Taurean Prince off the bench. Or do we even need Taurean Prince? Or could we just save our money? Because we're gonna basically have a 9 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're gonna have a 9-man rotation, so we don't even need a backup small forward. So, like I said, I think this is kind of the direction the Spurs could take it in this coming off season. So, Jakob Poeltl even comes back, which that's fine with me. So, not bad. So now that we have Jakob Poeltl, I could trade Dwayne Dedmon, to be honest, because we don't need him. So Dedmon, let's trade you out of here because we don't need you. You're 30 years old. This roster is trying to stay youthful as much as possible. Chuck Diallo, I would take Chuck Diallo. Ante Zizic, but we do need a backup small forward. Kyle Anderson back on the Spurs. Moritz Wagner, Rashawn Holmes, Greg Monroe, James Ennis, Luke Kennard, OG Anunoby. I would so take OG Anunoby, but I don't know how realistic that is for the Raptors to trade OG Anunoby. Or let's do something. So if I attached 2 second-round picks, I think this might make it even. Maybe. OG Anunoby is a future nice 3-and-D role player. So maybe he turn into something better. We don't know yet. It takes time. Maybe we never know when players are going to turn into stars or not. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this final rotation. That way we're all on the same page with what's going on. I think this roster is looking pretty good for a rebuilding stage. Not bad at all. Like I said, Greg Popovich very well could be on his way out after that, once that season hits, where DeRozan and Aldridge could be free agents. So that could be when Popovich decides to hang it up, which, you know what, I wouldn't blame him for that. So I don't know why. Let me see who needs potential. Derek White, sure. Untapped potential. I want Bryn Forbes to get one too again because he was only at a B earlier. So Bryn Forbes as well. Now go ahead and look at this 9-man rotation and let's see what it looks like. 9-man rotation. So we got DeJounte Murray, Lonnie Walker, this guy, Jaden McDaniels, Mitchell Robinson, Derek White, Jakob Poeltl, Davis Bertans, Bryn Forbes, Frank Ntilikina, and OG Anunoby are not getting any minutes. But guys, I think Greg Popovich or whoever could progress these guys really nicely. If we give them new contracts, they could be future. They could be a big part of the rotation in the future. But I really like this team. I don't think it's too bad. Like I said, anyone in the comment section below, if you want to tell me what you would have done with DeJounte Murray, let me know. I had all the money in the world, so I figured I should just sign him. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate the end of the season. Let's see if this team makes playoffs or not. If not, it's not a big deal. If they do, that's awesome. So let's see what happens. MVP goes to Stephen Curry. Not really much of a shocker there, but Rookie of the Year goes to our rookie, who averaged around 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 56% from the field, and 40% from 3. That is pretty good. Larry Nance Jr. wins 6-man, Anthony Davis Defensive Player, and then Kevin Knox wins Most Improved, and Steve Clifford wins of the Year. So very nice. Not bad at all. So all rookie first team, we have 2 players on the all rookie first team, this guy and this guy, Joe McDaniels And then that's about it. So we went 47-35, made the playoffs. I'm not complaining. So that's pretty good ending to the video, I think. Player stats. Let's go look. Like I said, about 23 points per game. Jalen McDaniels with 18. Javonte Murray kind of stepped up a little bit, average around 14. 6 and 14, 7 and 7, which isn't terrible by any means. 49% from the field, 35% from 3. Lonnie Walker with 11. Bertans with 10. Very nice, actually. Mitchell Robinson, 8, 7, and about. I like those blocks to get up a little bit, but facing the Lakers in the first round, let's go look at their roster. Let's see what they're looking like now. Do they got a star? They got Boogie Cousins, Kuzma, Alonzo Ball, Cam Reddish. Wow, man. So we might be in for a little bit of a run here for our money. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Lakers. I don't know if we can. We do even it up with them. They're up 2-1 to start. We even it up, though? No. We come back. We can live in 6 games, which isn't a shocker there, but at least with this young team did make the playoffs, which is a nice experience. But when you face LeBron in the first round, usually things aren't going to go your way. It's just the way it is. LeBron's pretty damn good. So Rockets and the Warriors, and then we got Toronto and Orlando. So Orlando is kind of a shocker, obviously, but Orlando looking pretty good. 3-1. Can they actually make the finals? Wow. Is Orlando going to win a championship? 2-1, 3-1. So if you're a Magic fan, Zion Williamson, that's why. I was about to say, why are the Magic so good? But Zion is on the Magic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. But this is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.